Howdy folks, we're going to get going with some X-Plane. I'm still setting up a few things here and there, so it's going to be a little bit of a slow start. I've not done any flight simming in quite some time. I'm getting all my controls and whatnot set up, and I've got a switch panel. Going to be getting that working. So welcome. If you're watching this after the fact, there should be chapters. I'll get that put in. So you can skip ahead to the actual flying part if you want to. And if you're hanging out here live, welcome. Chat popped out over here. Lots of Windows things going on here. All right, I was setting up one last thing here on X camera. Oh. Okay, how do I? Ah, here we go. Let's make that ID 4. Hey Tommy. Hey Dag. Dag and Doug. Good morning. I mean, it's all subjective, Dag. Which one is quote unquote better? For me, this is 100 times better. Let's see. So that's ID 1. Oh, and down. Wonder if that'd be the thing to do. Yeah, I've got the TrackIR, so that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and save that. I'm going to go rebind this button real quick. This one is going to be ID 4. Alright, now I can go to my radios. Perfect. I might need that as a close-up. John C. Hick, welcome. So there's something banging around in here. I haven't quite figured out what that is yet. I have a feeling maybe it's maybe the parking brake. Oh, my rudders aren't working. We got to fix that. Yoke works. Hello from Texas. Hey Lane. Howdy howdy from Missouri. It's ho yass. Raven. Hands on yoke. And side panel. Let's see. Rudder pedals. Let's go get that sorted out. Like I said at the very beginning, I haven't done this in a long time, so I've got to get all my controls and everything set. Why is that not working? Interesting. It's not like a composite device or something, is it? No, it sees them here. Oh, they're not working here. Wait. They were working earlier. Make sure that it actually sees them. Yeah, it sees them. Oh, there we go. Something was wonky. All right, yeah. Okay, done. Device disconnected. Okay. Now we got some toe brakes and some yaw action going on. All right, cool. That kicks off the parking brake. The switch I use on my switch panel has a bouncy contact in it. I need to I have to kind of wiggle it or it doesn't work. All right, parking brake on. Might have to unplug. Yeah, I don't know. Something went wonky with it. Hopefully it doesn't happen mid-flight. This keeps saying config warning. So let me go see what's up with that. This is working, right? Yeah, that's working. Cool. Not sure. Let's go see what the warning is, I guess. So bear with me as I get everything set up. Like I said, if you're watching this after the fact, I'll try to have chapters in here. You can skip to the actual flying part. So we're going to do a pre-flight. We got to do some flight planning, and then we'll eventually get to some actual flying. All right, games, explain. I don't know where that does it go in here. Plugins, SimVim. There it is. Warnings.log. Okay. I think that's because I originally set this up for the 206. I think we can ignore that. So we will ignore that. Hopefully it doesn't keep popping the button up. Raven, what is the control system? If you mean like peripherals, I have CH Products Flight Sim Yoke and their Pro pedals. And then I have a custom built switch panel for basically all this stuff down here. I have a switch panel that's basically this part, so I can do stuff over there. It doesn't tie both buses together. There's a split switch on the real plane. There's just a one switch on the thing. So I do have to manually turn on bus 2 for the avionics. And then I have TrackIR, which lets me look around and do stuff like that. Okay, let me just double check. I do believe I have, yeah, real weather. We're tracking real time. That works for me. The weather looks really good, but we will do our due diligence and take a quick look. So, as far as the aircraft, this is the default Cessna 172. However, I have the reality expansion pack, which adds a lot of realism and just kind of immersion features to it. But as far as flight model and everything, I think that's been tweaked as well through REP. So it's the 172, but it's kind of on steroids. And we're going to do our walk around here in just a second. And I've done some tweaks. I did a custom texture so I could have I've used 76 Lima tail number since I was a kid. Just a tail number I made up, and I've just used that forever. So made a custom texture with my tail number on there. And there was a mod for X-Plane 11 that takes the wheel pants off here, the wheel fairings. So I slapped it on here, and it's a little bit misaligned. If you look really close, it's a little bit misaligned, but close enough, because I just don't like the wheel fairings on there. Hey, how's it going, fuel truck? See you later. Not sure why he's jumping up in the air, but okay. Oh, you lost your joystick? That sucks. Yeah, exactly, Solaris. Long hauler. We need to check the weather where we're headed. Because there are some clouds off over there. But anywho, let's do our walk around. And we're doing, yeah, it starts with pre-flight. Pellets operating handbook. Yep, we've got that available. Parking brake is set. Ignition switch is off. Avionics is off. Master is on. Fuel quantity indicators. Actually, I need to start my flight sim economy flight for that to take effect. So we got a lot of moving parts here. Flight. There we go. And you'll see the plane shift. That's because it updated the fuel, and we've got 3 passengers on board. So FSEconomy is just a free website, and it has like virtual jobs, and it gives you something to do in your flight sim. It works with all 3 of the major flight sims, I think. Okay, so fuel quantity indicators. There we go. We got the fuel we're expecting. Initiator panel switch. That doesn't really apply here, I don't think. Flaps extend. I think it's going to have us bring those back up. But just in case it doesn't, we're going to leave it at that notch. All right, and then master switch off. All right, fuel selector valve is on both. Fuel shutoff valve is on. So N is on. Static pressure alternate source off. Yep. It says pull on, so that is off. And trim should be neutral. I don't think we have an indicator for rudder trim. I actually can't move the view. Can I move the view if I turn off TrackIR? No, I can't. All right. So it's hard-coded the view. We don't have a trim indicator for rudder, but I think if I hit, is it 6 on the keyboard? I think that puts rudder trim in neutral. Gamer King, howdy howdy. Baggage door, this is just for immersion. There's nothing to do here. Nothing happens. Check for security. Yep. Elevator surfaces. Just gonna make sure we got free movement. Again, a lot of this is just for immersion. And do the same with the rudder. Looking good. We don't have any tie downs. Emergency locator, we can't do anything here. But it's on the aircraft, so that's good. Make sure the flap linkage looks secure. Hey, Mad Vince, welcome. Darren, welcome. I think I missed. If I missed you, I apologize. Same with the aileron, just making sure it's free movement. We don't have any wing tie downs. And then we're going to check our fuel. The color looks good. There's no water contamination. I don't remember if it actually models that ever being a thing. I don't think it does, because we don't have an option like to drain the water or anything. I think this, again, it's just checking the quantity. And I think this is wrong, actually. I'm not sure it picked up that change. I do want to take the chocks off so we can actually move. I just replaced the tires on this. I don't know why, but the tires were completely shot. I just replaced those. So we got good tire status. And oil is good. It's only got, I think, 30 hours maybe on it. But the color looks good, and we've got plenty of oil. And we want to take the cover off. And no oil leaks. Nose wheel looks good. Here you can see that misalignment I was talking about, because it's the mod that makes there be no wheel fairings. Was originally for X-Plane 11, but it's good enough, and it doesn't have giant wheel fairings on there. I do a lot of backcountry flying. All right, fuel looks good on that side. We need to take the pitot cover off. Probe temperature is good. It's not cold or anything. And we have no wing tie down, but we will check the landing light. So I'm going to turn my battery back on. We've got a landing light. We've got a taxi light. Excellent. And the aileron. Free movement. Good to go. Flap linkage is good on that side as well. Yeah, no worry, Mad Vince. Just hang out. It's all good. We all have things to do. Appreciate you hanging out here. And we're going to get rid of that shock, and this tire as well is good. All the tires are brand new, so they are good. All right, that's our walk around. So let's do a little flight planning real quick. Oh, and I need to set the. Why is that being weird? Oh, because okay, got it. So if I lock my TrackIR, okay. It's all good. So where are we headed, you ask? Well, let me show you. If I bring up the one map here. We're up here at Glacier Park International Airport. And we're flying southeast down to Lincoln, Montana. Taking 3 passengers down there. And if we have time, we've got another leg. Taking some people from there up to here. And then I eventually want to end up back over here at my home base, which is Spotted Bear, U.S. Forestry Service. Little strip there. Spotted Bear is kind of where I hang out for my bush flying. So that's where we're headed. So let's go check out what we need to do to get there. So this is a little nav map. This is a free program. Flight planning and all that good stuff. We're going to set this as our departure. We're headed down to, can I find Lincoln on here? There it is, S69. Going to be as our destination. And we'll go ahead and add benchmark as a alternate. I think I can do that. Yeah, there's add as an alternate. That will work. All right, I need to get my page back up here. There's a lot of pages. All right, you there, and then chat back. Nope, not that. You go away. Too many windows. There we go. Fly at Mach 10. Yeah, this is a 172. We're going to be going pretty slow. All right, so you can see our elevation profile here along the flight path. Looks like we need to be at least 9,500 feet as a minimum. So we went ahead and set that. We're going to be doing VFR. We should be good. Let's see. Do we have a weather down here? I forget. Actually, I think that's over here on the flight plan. Let's select that, and then I go to weather. There we are. Looks like we got pretty light winds. Visibility is clear. Got 10 miles of visibility. What about benchmark? That's switching. Oh, you have to double click. Okay. That was the weather at our departure then. Yeah, pretty much the same down there. So we should be good. We're going to be going up to 9,500 feet and head on down there. And I'm going to try to use the built-in ATC, and we'll see how hilariously bad that goes. Warp 1 is slow too. Yeah. So we're going to have to get up high. Depending on departure, we may climb out over Flathead Lake, or we may head over and climb out over Hungry Horse Reservoir. We'll see how it goes. All right, so let's pop that down. And let's get the plane started up and get some weather on the radio here. I am very rusty, so this should be exciting. All right, so if I do that, and I can see down there. Brakes are on, so that's good. That on. And let's kick the fuel pump on. And then we're going to look for fuel flow. So do I have a... There we go. That'll work. So I'm looking at fuel flow over here. So fuel pump on. Advance the mixture. Got fuel flow. Bring that back. Fuel pump off. So that kind of primes the system. I've got a giant engine start button, so we'll see if that works or if it's going to push the whole control panel. Okay, we're looking for about 1,000 RPMs. And we're at 3,000 feet, so I'm going to leave the mixture a little bit lean. Get our nav lights on. The weather is real world, but it's kind of delayed, so I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. It wouldn't be like accurate enough to be storm warnings, if that's what you mean. Let me know how the volume is. I haven't streamed this in forever. We're going to kick on the avionics. I do have to manually tie on bus 2. And we're going to let the engine warm up. Like we've got a few clouds popping up. I'll go and grab the ADIS for this. Actually, I think I can do that through this menu. So if I go to nearby frequencies. No, that. Oh, here it is. Yeah, ADIS. 132.625. So I have little, I've got encoders over here on my panel. So 132. And then in theory, if I... Okay, cool, that does work. But I actually want to put that on COM 2. I'll get that on the VOR. Okay, so I'll have to do COM 2 this way. Oh, looks like I've already got it set in there. I need to turn that. Whoa!
Arriving runway 0230. Departing runway 0230. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
Alright, we caught the tail end of that. Sounds like we're picking up something else. I don't think that was the close one. That sounded like a faraway station on the same frequency.
Glacier Park International.
There we go.
November 1820 Zulu special. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10 miles. Sky clear. Temperature 21. Dew point 5. Altimeter 2993. Arriving runway 0230. Departing runway 0230. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
Alright, I caught some of that. Turn that COM 2 back off. Let's see, we are on tower. Let's get ground put in there, 121.6. Let me go back over to the radios. 1216. There we go. And I can just swap between tower and ground. Alright, we'll close you. How's the engine looking? Oil temp's almost up into the green. Anything else looking good? We got... I think we have charging. Not charging very much, but it could be because of the low RPM. Got a little bit of oil temp. Let's take her up to 1200 just to get it warmed on up. And the amp meter did rise with RPM, so alternator is working. Excellent. I believe she said 030, right? Oh, this got backwards again. How did that get backwards? Like I said, I haven't played in a long time, so there is some stuff. Is it on this screen? No. Input options. There we go. So I want this guy. And I need to invert that. No, it's backwards still. Wait! Darn it. Input options is where I want to go. I'll do that. There we go. I don't know why that was backwards. That one's right. 29903. Okay, let's quit wasting fuel. Alright, I think that's all set up. Oil temp's in the green. We're looking good there. One thing I should do is weight and balance. Oh, never mind, I can't do that. I've got my weight in there. I didn't put the passenger weight. I'm not sure if it... I think it does that automatically. But I'm not 100% sure. But I do want to just double check. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. FSEconomy. Yeah, flight is active. Okay, we need to take off. Let me just double check that.
Point 5, altimeter 2993, arriving runway 0230, departing runway
Oh, 0230 is what she said.
30.
Got it.
Advise on initial contact.
Got it. So, so about 02. And what were the winds?
More than 10 miles. Sky clear. Temperature 21. Dew point 5. Altimeter 2993. Arriving runway 0230. Departing runway 0230. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Oscar.
Alright, we're on to Oscar now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were light. We're going a little too slow. So, I've got hints turned on for reality expansion pack. I don't know if you could read that up there, but just tell me I was going to foul the spark plugs because I was idling too low, basically. There we go. So let's try to taxi. We need to talk to ground. And Solaris, I have 0 plans for Railroads Online. I'll see what the next patch holds. It's just not fun. Okay, we are on ground. I forget how to use this. This? There we go. And we are doing a VFR departure to the south. According to the, we'll call it southeast.
Glacier Park International Ground. November 172 Sierra Pop. Cessna 172. 4 local flight returning today. 1 POV. Request taxi for VFR flight departing to the southeast.
2 Sierra Papa. Runway 30. Taxi via Golf. And Foxtrot. Hold short of runway 30.
Oh, 30.
Runway 30 taxi via Golf. And Foxtrot. Hold short of runway 30. 2 Sierra Pop.
Golf and Foxtrot. Sweet. All right, let's turn that off. Got my parking brake off. Oh, you're liking the vintage story, Mad? Yeah, it hasn't been super popular on the channel, but I have so much fun with that. I wanted to do another series, even if it only gets, you know, a couple hundred views per video. And it's all right. Okay, now I have a plug-in. There's a way to zoom that out. And I forget how to zoom that out. Oh, and it doesn't have the... Okay, we're going to need to look at a map. Also, I need to look up the keys. Oh, no, that pauses the sim. I can't do that. Easy there, champ. So that brings up the overlay, and then... Can't remember how to zoom in and out. There's buttons for that. We're gonna have to go to the right, and I need an airport diagram. Grab that. My flight, Glacier Park. Actually, it doesn't have it. All right, we'll go to Sky Vector. That'll have it. Glacier Park International. Oops. Bear with me, folks. Airport diagram. That's what I want. So we're over here-ish. I said golf and then foxtrot? I see a foxtrot there, Chief. Oh, am I at the wrong... Am I not at Glacier Park? Best pilot ever. Right here. My parking brake. The switch is a little sticky. I have no idea what I'm doing. Nice. Alright, let's get chat back up here. Y'all can make fun of me. Yeah, golf and then foxtrot. I think I am not at the airport I thought I was at. No, I'm at GPI. Sorry, had a coughing fit. Yeah, that's interesting. Why? Yeah, golf and then foxtrot. Which makes no sense based on the airport diagram. I'm looking at the airport diagram here on my other screen. Bravo goes down. I'm just going to assume she means Bravo. Because that goes down to runway. Or no, that's... Oh, it's the little runway. That's why I'm confused. I got it. Just have... Okay. Now it makes perfect sense. Never mind. I'm a big old dum-dum. And nobody was surprised. We're good. We're good. So we're over here. This is golf and this is foxtrot. So we need to come over here. I was thinking that we had to go down to that, but yeah. We need to go up and then down a few, and we need to look for golf. Let's get on the road here. Passengers are getting anxious. Do I play golf? I don't. Figures. I finally have time to stream and I get a tickle in my throat. Just checking for cross traffic. Brakes are a little squeaky. Yeah, taxi's like 172. It's very mushy. I'm all over the place because I am so rusty. Easy on the brakes there. I'm trying to look at signs here. Yeah, that's golf. Alright, we're good. We're good. Try meowing on the emergency frequency. Meow. Need help. I'm a big old dummy. I'm going to pull over here and we'll do our run-ups. Woo! Brakes are kind of strong. Alright, I think this thing has checklists. We could actually use a checklist. Kneeboard. There we go. Engine start. Yeah, we already kind of did that. For takeoff. All right, let's do that. Make sure my parking brake engages. Switch is a little goofy. Need to fix that. All right, flight controls, free and correct. Got that. Let's look for the old elevator. That's looking good. Got some rudderage going on. Excellent. Let's see. Flight instruments set. We're going to have that on. Yeah, we got that on the runway heading for heading bug. Let's go here to radios. We're going to put that on limiter setting. View selector, we already checked that on both. Elevator trim is good. Rich for run up. Autopilot is off. Bring her up to 1800 RPM. We got a positive charge on the ammeter. Wrong button. There we go. Engine's looking good. And we need to do the magneto check. About a 50 RPM drop. As expected. One idle too low. And we're going to back that mixture off a bit because we are already up at 3,000. Radios should be set. Yeah, we're still on ground. We need to contact the tower once we're holding short. I think is what they said to do. Flaps. Ooh, a notch of flaps. Oh, do we really need flaps? We got tons of runway. We don't need flaps. Door and windows closed. Yep. Mixture. Rich. It's rich-ish. And I'll try to catch up with chat in a bit here, folks. Got a lot going on. Take off. Alright, I forgot to turn my taxi light on because I wasn't paying attention. We'll turn a landing light on now. Transponder is on. Alright. We're good to go. Hold short or runway 30. Got it. Run-up's complete. Parking brake off. Wait, is that the... Am I on the... Am I on golf? I don't think I'm on golf. It said golf, but I went down the wrong... I went down the wrong thing. There's like a pad there. Brake turn! I just went down there to do my run-up, chat. Yeah, that's it. It's not that I'm not familiar with flight simming, because I haven't played in forever. So golf is over there, that other strip. And yeah, takeoff is the easy part. Not quite as easy as cruising. Here's golf. I just saw the sign for golf and turned left. That was the wrong thing to do. About 1,000 RPM on the taxi. That fuel truck's been driving around forever. I think he's lost. Need a zoom button. I don't think I have any button hooked up for zoom. That would be handy. Hey, there's Foxtrot, right where it's supposed to be. It's hard to get the brakes on evenly. Pretty much just steer with the brakes if you want to.
Sierra Papa. Contact Glacier Park International Tower. 124.55.
12455. Whoa. Roger that.
Contact Glacier Park International Tower. 124.55 to Sierra Papa.
All right, let's flip over to tower.
November 172 Sierra Papa. On taxiway Foxtrot.
November 172 Sierra Papa. Hold short of runway 30. Report ready.
Hold short of runway 30. Will go. November 172 Sierra Papa.
I'm ready. Ready for departure.
Sierra Papa. Ready for departure.
Somehow I didn't change... I guess I didn't change my tail number. So we're actually 76 Lima. We're the default tail number. I don't know if you can change that anywhere. Idle too low. Tower? Hello? Tower? Tower, take a lunch break? I'm gonna set my parking brake. Hello? What if I did it too quick? And I've confused it.
2 Sierra Papa. Request flight conditions.
2 Sierra Papa. Wind light and variable. Visibility
All right,
more than
altimeter
10
hasn't
miles.
changed.
Sky clear. Temperature 21. Dew point 5. Altimeter 293.
Oh. I mean, I don't have any kind of like traffic, so there shouldn't be anybody else flying. I don't know what the holdup is here. Ew. Do I have to cancel the departure?
2 Sierra Papa. Request cancel departure.
November 172 Sierra Papa.
Oh,
Departure.
come on.
Contact Glacier Park International Ground.
That's why I usually don't use the ATC.
121.6.
I wanted to try it out, though. A lot of it's new.
Departure canceled. Contact Glacier Park International Ground. 121.6. November 172 Sierra Papa.
Let's try this again.
November 172 Sierra Papa. On taxiway Foxtrot.
November 1, 7.
Or maybe I'm
Sierra
not
Papa.
close enough to the...
State your intention.
Departing to southeast.
November 172 Sierra Papa.
Maybe I'm not
Cessna
close enough to the
172.
whole short line.
4 local flight returning today. 1 POV. Request taxi 4 VFR flight departing to the southeast.
2 Sierra Papa. Runway 30. Taxi via Foxtrot. Hold short of runway 30. 2 Sierra Papa. Contact Glacier Park International Tower. 124.55.
Contact Glacier Park International Tower. 124.55. 2 Sierra Papa.
Yeah, that's what I got dialed up. Alright, switch back to tower.
November 172 Sierra Papa. Holding short of runway 30 on Foxtrot.
November 172 Sierra Papa. Report ready.
Will go. November 172 Sierra Papa.
I was born ready, lady. Let's go. Gonna pop my strobe on here, ready to take the active. Alright, we've waited a little bit, so maybe we won't fry its little AI brain. What's your problem? I'm idling too low again? My bad. Alright, we're ready for departure, chat.
2 Sierra Papa. Ready for departure.
2 Sierra
Hey,
Papa.
there we go.
Squawk 4603.
I
Flight
gotta do
heading
stuff.
300. Wind light and variable. Runway 30. Cleared for takeoff.
Alright, winds light, clear for takeoff, runway 304603.
Squawk 4603. Fly heading 300. Runway 30. Cleared for takeoff. 2 Sierra Papa.
Alright, we'll close that off. Taxi drunkenly out to the active here. We'll go mostly rich. Woo! These brakes. They do work pretty well. A little right of center line. You want to fly? Come fly with me. Oh, we need lots of rudder trim. Oh boy. Hit a little bit of wind there coming off the runway. Okay, we'll get that trimmed out. Let's get our rudder trimmed out. I had 300 instead of 03 because I'm an idiot. My rudder trim button working? Yeah, slowly. I think
2 Sierra Papa. Contact Salt Lake City Center. 118.05.
118.05.
Contact Salt Lake City Center. 118.05. 2 Sierra Papa.
Still having to hold a little pedal.
2 Sierra Papa. Cessna 172. From Glacier Park International to Glacier Park International. Altitude 3.
I forgot to file a flight plan.
1 POV. Request flight follow.
I'm all over the sky. 4603, and the altimeter changed a lot.
Altimeter 3024. Flight follow. November 172 Sierra Papa.
I'm gonna have to start turning here in a bit. 3024? Really? That's what he said. All right, we're gonna start turning. Still figuring out the rudder on this thing. I am rusty. Also, let's start leaning this back. A little more power. Let's do about 240 until we gain some more altitude. Slowly leaning it back. Big sky, there's plenty of room. That's right, Darkwind. Alright, let's let the autopilot do some work for us. Get my heading back around here to 240-ish. We're definitely in a 172. We don't have any power. Yeah, that should be pretty close to a good mixture setting. We'll even it out once we get to cruise. Oh, I didn't like that. Leaned it too much. Alright, let's get the old heading button on. There we go. Pitch-wise, we're doing alright. We're climbing out at about 79 knots-ish. Alright, autopilot is on, heading and climbing at 300 feet. We're on our way. We need to figure out a heading. We've got some big old mountains over there. We can turn a little more to the south for sure. We can get over near that range. We can always turn back a bit if we have to. Like I said, it'll put us right over the airport, so let's not do that. I'm not following any kind of like procedures. It's just me in the sky, so. And I forgot to set the flight plan in X-plane, so ATC doesn't know where I'm going. Oh, you grew up out in Montana? Gotcha. Got way too much rotor trim in, taking some of that out. Also, we can bump this guy up to 500 feet a minute. Bring that down to about 2,500, just make it not work quite as hard. Fuel flow is looking fine. All right, now we can head back towards the south. A nice uncoordinated turn. Add some rudder. There we go. Turn was difficult, Raven. Yeah, and I'm super rusty, so pilot workload is high. All right, we're slowing down a little bit. Let's bring that back to 400 feet per minute. Okay. Oh, that's loud. So there's the airport. We took off on this runway right here. We're headed down south. South-southeast. Gotta get over that mountain range, though. Alright, a little slow. I might head back. Yeah, let's just keep heading in this direction. So is my flight plan still in here? Let's take a look. It did not save that. Oh, because I put the flight plan in here, but it didn't save it. I guess it doesn't save that with the plane. We could do it direct too, though. And I need to get another knob so I can run this. We were headed down. Oops. Wrong button there. We're headed down to S69, I believe. Lincoln, there we are. Enter. Yeah, we're pretty close. So let's hit the old nav button. We'll have the autopilot follow the magenta line. Oh, that didn't. I thought I hit the CDI button. There we go. Wait, what's going on here? Something's not working right. Why is that immediately switching back? Oh, I know why. Right, I forgot about that. It's because of FSEconomy. So the plane, I own this plane in FSEconomy, this 172. It does not have GPS capability. So even though the model in X-plane has GPS, it's not going to let me switch that to GPS because I don't technically have it in the plane. I forgot about that little detail. I should have spent the 42,000 bucks and put GPS in it. That's right. We can manually fly the magenta line. So my heading at 240 is actually pretty darn close. I thought we were heading southeast. Oh yeah, I forgot how far canted it was. that's not right. Oh, it models directional gyro drift. Well, crap. All right, let's. There's a button to sync that up, and I don't remember what it was. We can manually do it. Yeah, I've flown just about everything in this game, Raven, at one time or another, but GA is what I prefer. All right, that's a lot closer to what we were as far as matching reality. Let's do that. We can get the let's get the heading hole back on. Yeah, I didn't match that up with the compass. Actually, I don't think that was on the checklist. I might have missed it though. All right, that's engine start. After engine start. Has magnetic compass movement free, but it doesn't have anything about setting the DG. So I need to remember to do that. And there's a button in X-Plane to sync them up, and I don't remember what that is. Is it like V or something? B? No, that's brakes. I can see on my compass here, we're heading at about, what's that, 109? Something like that would be a little closer. All right, another 1,500 feet to go for our cruising altitude. Let's get the rudder trimmed out. Having trouble climbing. Have that on just on heading hold. I'll manage the pitch. It's going to kick it off a lot. I can lean this out some more now. We've got a bunch more altitude. Slowly slogging our way up to 9,500 feet. Oxygen mask? Okay. Give it a couple clicks of down trim, so I had to reset the autopilot. Alright, that's pretty close to magnetic now. All right, another 1,000 feet to go. Slogging her way up. Guess who didn't do their after takeoff checklist and turned his landing light off and his strobe? That's right, this guy. More rudder trim. About as trimmed as it's going to get. All the engine stuff is looking good. I'm going to set up a backup to this, so let's see what we have for nav aids. Could've got a radial off of that. I don't like the map because it won't load in except right around the airplane. But skyvector.com is a great resource. I already got my flight in here. I don't think we have much out here as far as nav aids. We might be able to pick up Helena 117.7. Basically just need to fly towards that and we get pretty close. So let's dial that up. Let's see, 117.7. Oh, and that button doesn't work. Need to fix the mount on that. That encoder just pushes out of its hole if I push on the button. Yeah, we're picking up Helena. Even got some DME off of it. My engine pitch changed. What happened? Hit a wind layer or something? Alright, 400 feet to go. Down there. Clouds in X-Plane are looking pretty good these days. All right, we're coming up on 9,500. That's where I'm planning on cruising. Being all weird, trim. Is the electric... Oh, the electric trim is really fast on the elevator. That's why I'm all over the place. Gotta just tap it. Tappy tap. I think that's gonna make us way too slow. I'm gonna go back to 2,400 RPM. Starting to get some airspeed. Up to 90 knots. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. I'm wandering all over the place as far as heading goes. This doesn't have, yeah, it doesn't have altitude capture. Doesn't have a variable propeller either, so it's very, very basic. Right, let's capture that altitude. Heading. It's going to go crazy with the trim. It'll get itself sorted out. I'm going to double check the reference here. That's ground roll. Cruise performance. Right around 2,400, 2,500. We'll see what we get with 2,400. Right around 7 or 8 gallons per hour. It's right where I was expecting to be. Fixed pitch prop. We're gonna have to keep tweaking that with airspeed changes. And my rudder trim's all out of whack again. And we got 40 minutes of just flying down there. It's a pretty long hop compared to what I used to do. I like the little quick bush flights from little strip to little strip. It's a lot more exciting. How long would it take to purchase an airliner? I have no idea, Raven. I'm just a casual FSEconomy user. You can rent aircraft. So you would probably want to do some little jobs and then rent bigger airplanes to work your way up. I think I forgot to put a link in the description. It's FSEconomy.net, I think, is the website. Want to go check it out? I got this 172 pretty cheap. I think I've paid $113,000 for it. It didn't have IFR, so I added IFR. I didn't spring the extra 42 grand for GPS yet. I might do that at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna crank the heading bug over a couple notches. Pop this out. Let's go back direct to... Let's just get a fresh heading on that. 128. With the wind, I'm not sure what the... I think we got quite a bit of wind because it's... 128. I think our... Yeah, my directional gyro is still way off. Where'd you go? There you are. That's from, we want to. Do that real quick, and then we'll get our directional gyros sorted out. Looking pretty good, so I might just keep it at 2,500. It creeped up there as our airspeed came up. So yeah, that's about 128. Let me use the preset view. So 128-ish. Over to heading. Getting into some pretty rugged territory now. Plenty of fuel. All the engine instruments look good. Looks like we could probably lean it out a bit. Out there-ish. Yeah, we're just kind of skimming over the top of the mountains. We could go higher, but this is a 172, so don't want to go too high. Here it is. We can finally see the destination airport. Down in a valley here. Or a flat spot anyway. I'm going to take a look at details. It's at 4,600 feet. So pattern altitude is going to be about 5,600. It's just got a CTAF. It's uncontrolled. $2,200. Pretty light winds out of the west. Altimeter's 3004. I don't know if it'll tell me to switch to that CTAF or not. We'll get that queued up. Let's get a current altimeter.
2 Sierra Pop. Request altimeter.
Wow, they're getting pretty faint.
Altimeter 3025. 2 Sierra Pop.
Get knocked around a little bit by some wind. Let's see, did I have a... Yeah, so let's go for a slow orbit. Soak in some scenery. It's getting loud up front. I guess if it gets quiet up front, we're in trouble. Hey Renee, how's it going? I was just looking at this job. We're gonna get paid $2,500 for this basically, and then there's landing fees and stuff. Cost of whatever fuel I burnt. Not a ton of money, but I like these little GA flights. Though I usually don't do them this long. I like the 20-minute hops. I do a lot of bush flying from little strip to little strip. But I bought this airplane in FSEconomy, and I didn't realize it was broken. So I had to take it over to Glacier Park. Well, I didn't have to take it there. I had to take it somewhere with a maintenance facility so I could repair the plane before I could use it for commercial jobs. So I did a little 4 nautical mile hop over to Glacier Park International. Got it all fixed up, and then we're taking the first jobs on this particular aircraft. So coming out of a decent sized international airport. Heading down to Lincoln, Montana. Sierra 69er. Nice little lake back in there. Be a fun float plane destination. I wonder if there's any airports or anything down there. Doesn't look like it. To the lake there. So if we have time, we'll do a return leg back up here to Benchmark. That's our second destination. I'm not sure if we'll do that today, but it's over there. That next valley, maybe. It's over in there somewhere. It's at 5,400 feet, so it's up pretty high. How long until approach? Probably about 20 minutes. We're 25 minutes from being right over the airport, basically, so about 20 more minutes. We'll get some weather in a little bit and see what runway we're going to be approaching. It's kind of down in a little bowl, so we might have to do some circling to get down. We're at 9,500 feet, just kind of cruising about 1,000 feet over all these tall peaks out here. The destination airport's at 4,600. So we've got quite a bit of altitude to lose once we get over into the little valley place where it's at. And it's an untowered airport, so I don't think we'll even talk to anybody. I've been using the built-in air traffic control. We can request weather. Oh, but you have to have waypoints in there. Okay. So we're talking to Center with just flight following right now. VFR. It is a beautiful day out. What is the temperature? 27? I thought there was a way to change that to Fahrenheit. Maybe not. There it is. 40 degrees up here at 9,500 feet. Not too bad. No precipitation, and it's not very cold, so we don't have to worry about any icing today. You will ice up and fall out of the sky if you try that, and it's bad conditions. I've done that. Like, it'll be fine. Hit a little patch of cloud, next thing you know, you're falling out of the sky. I don't have any de-icing equipment on this little 172. I really wish there was a rudder trim indicator because I can't really tell. Almost feels like I'm at full trim, but I can't tell for sure. But yeah, we're at a 172, so we're slow. Our indicated is about 90 knots, maybe 89. Our ground speed is 110 though, so we got a little bit of a tailwind. About a 20 knot tailwind. So that's helping us cover some ground. Airspeed wise, we're pretty darn slow. But we also have a large pilot and 3 passengers, although they're not modeled in the plane itself. I do believe they're modeled as far as weight goes. So we're headed to Lincoln, Montana, which is right here. So you can see there's a little bit of a valley here. We're going to be coming in. We'll probably turn a little bit. And we'll see what the winds are doing. We'll have to lose some altitude. In fact, I might do just a tick to the right. There we go. Kind of set us up to enter that valley. Few clouds forming here and there, mostly in the north. Should be good weather-wise, though. I call them up on the telephone. I can see that it's sky clear, visibility 50, wind 291 at 7, so pretty light winds. Temperature 21 Celsius, dew point 1, altimeter 3003, and runway 22. So we're going to be landing from here to here. So we'll probably come in, circle around, and we'll see how much altitude we can lose. Oh, it has ATC boundaries on there. Didn't know that was a thing. That's cool. Hey, thanks, Renee. You too as well. Have a good one. I know this is boring for a lot of people, but I enjoy flight simming. Definitely rusty. It was a pretty rough start. Just getting to the runway was a challenge. Takes a lot of practice, and I'm way out of practice. I have to constantly think to fly the airplane. And I'm terrible at like pattern work and that kind of stuff. I'm a pretty good stick and rudder guy, but flying patterns and procedures, not so much. I think past this range right here is I think that's the valley we can see behind it. I believe that's the last bit of the mountains. hadn't noticed, but we'd lost about 100 RPM, so gave her a little more juice. Back up to 2,500 RPMs. Not RPMs, RPM. It's not revolutions per minute. That might give us an extra 5 knots. We'll see. And I was talking on mute. Awesome. I was looking at my rudder pedals earlier. Sorry for the wild view ride. Looking at that hours meter, is that actually is working? 5 hours. I don't know if that makes any sense. Keep an eye on it. Yeah, it's ticking up. So I'm going to bring back up little nav map. Yeah, so we just do have some pretty high peaks still. See the flight profile here. So we have to get almost to the airport before we can start coming down. Looks like there's a river and there's a pretty decent sized town, so we should be able to spot it. The town is on the northeast side of town. We'll keep an eye out for that. So we do have to get over these peaks right here. Hey, Takata. Yeah, we were just looking at that earlier. Here's the flight on Sky Vector. So we're about here-ish. Excellent website. Super handy for flight simming. Wait, what's that down there? What's that? Is it a secret government installation in the mountains? Yeah, what the heck is that? I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in X-Plane. A screenshot of that. Weird. I'm gonna have to investigate that sometime. It almost looks like gray box models of something that's not supposed to be there. All right, 10 minutes till we're over the airport, so we're going to be descending here in probably about 5 or 6 minutes. Get over these last little peaks here. Probably could start my descent, actually. Come down through this notch. I think that's the valley there. So let's go ahead and start descending. We'll come down through this notch and then work our way back over towards Lincoln. Don't want to get too low though. Let's not get too carried away. There it is. It's starting to show on the map. Yeah, that's the problem with Takata is like, if I waited till I could descend headed straight towards the airport, we'd be almost on top of it. So I'm going to sneak down through this notch here. So we were cruising at 9,500 and our destination airfield's at 4,600. So we got to lose 5,000 feet of altitude in the next 5 minutes. Well, a little more than 5 minutes. But you know what I mean. So I'll just take this opportunity to descend now and we can take a left up into that bowl there. Pretty sure that's how the land is. We'll just follow this range around. And then we should be at least a couple thousand feet lower. My Pearl CH yoke still works fine, but it wants to drift to the left a little bit. Springs are old. And let's get a little bit of mixture back in there. coming down in altitude. And I'm pretty much keeping cruise trim, and we'll just manage our descent rate with throttle for now. So if I had started descending like 15 miles, we would have descended right into that mountain over there. So we're going to go around. And then we should be able to just follow this range here around. And the airport's like right over there-ish. How's all our temps looking? Everything's looking good. And let's see, it was runway 22, right? So it would be roughly that direction-ish. Funny how it goes from like super rugged mountains to just flat as a pancake. There's farmland out there. So normally I make my own photo scenery, but it's not, I use Ortho for XP. It's not quite up to speed yet on the X-Plane 12 stuff. So this is stock X-Plane scenery, but I am using a project called Sim Heaven. Basically it just makes the data better for the AutoGen to do its thing. So we'll keep it about 150. We'll just keep coming on down. Could cut through there, but might get some wicked winds over there. Bring this up so I can click the buttons a little easier. That's not what I wanted. I want the... There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Get the line off of there. Boink. Getting good gas mileage now. There's nobody flying the plane. I was too lazy to put my feet on the pedals. A little bit of a sloppy turn there. So I'm interested to get a glimpse of this town over there and figure out where the airport is. I think my draw distance is pretty low. I should check that. I thought I had everything turned up fairly high. The detail distance doesn't go out very far. You can see when I zoom in, it moves it out. Oh, there's the airport right there. I see it. I think that's the airport anyway. Got our descent rate just a bit. Down to 6,500, so this is working out pretty well. Yeah, there's the town. Is that a hangar over there? Maybe that was the airport. There's the town, I think. We'll head for the airport, see if we can do a left downwind. I think the airport's about there-ish. We'll head that direction. There's this little bowl that it's in. Fairly flat over here. There's that lake I saw on the map, so yeah, looking like we're in the right place. There's a town, and I'm pretty sure that's the clearing for the airport, maybe? Maybe not. Probably level off about 6,000, and then we'll head over that way and get visual on the airport. I can go ahead and cancel my flight following.
2 Sierra Pop. Cancel flight following.
Surprised they didn't hand us off to another center frequency because I can barely hear him.
Flight following. Cancel. Squawk 1,200. Resume on navigation. November 172 Sierra Pop.
Where's the VFR button? Not have a VFR button? Guess it doesn't. 12. Here's here. Whoa! Who's flying this thing? Oh, there it is. That was the airport. It was by the airport. Alright, we'll fly by. We'll do a enter left downwind. Let's go ahead and start slowing down. There's no traffic, it's just me in the sky, but we'll take a quick look around. Good habit. Lincoln traffic, Cessna 172 Sierra Papa entering a left downwind. Lincoln, I'm talking to nobody. We're gonna do this pretty loose. Start slowing her down. A little bit of a hill there, so we can't go out too far. But we're in the white arc, so let's get that first notch of flaps down. That'll help slow. A little slow there, Chief. Landing lights on. I don't remember if fuel pumps on the checklist or not. We're still fairly high, so let's get some more flaps. Okay, we're really high. That was a really bad approach because we got that hill over there, so. Time to fall out of the sky. Everybody hang on. I'm all over the sky. I'm so rusty. Super high. Got a little bit of a crosswind, not too bad. Oh, that was rough. Land with the brakes on. What? I didn't land with the brakes on. Why does it say my brakes are on? How'd my brakes get on? The switch was off. Okay, well that was... I think this switch on my switch panel is not happy, so it had the brakes on for some reason. Alright, well, that was rough. Landed with the parking brake on. That's why they make checklists, kids. I don't know why the brake was on other than my switch panel switch is wonky. Yeah, short field landing for sure. Are there any taxi? Yeah, there's a taxiway down there. All right, let's head for the taxiway. Oh, that was painful. I'll apologize for that landing. My passengers in the back there. I am very rusty. And, yeah, had the parking brake on. What a noob. We're rolling pretty free, so I think we still have all the tires attached to the airplane. I think we got some helipads there. That's not where we go. There is a little bit of crosswind, but it's not very strong. He's a little wishy-washy on the pedals. That's a massive tug there for this little tiny airport. What's up, Shep? near the yellow line. Yeah, let's see if we can get this wonky parking brake to work. Oh, now it works fine. Alright, going idle too low. We're going to foul the plugs. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lincoln, Montana. I'd like to apologize again for the rough landing. But we got you here in one piece. We're even pretty close to where we're supposed to be on the yellow line. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. What are we doing on the temps here? We're actually real good on the temps, so we're fine. You know what? I'm going to actually follow the checklist. Shut down. Normal operation. Before landing. Oops. Does it say break off anywhere? No, it doesn't. Lights except beacon. Yeah, we're good there. Transponder we can turn off. Off. Flaps already put up. Trim to neutral. Back on takeoff. Alright, engine shutdown. Throttle to idle. Mags ground check? What? Yeah, we don't need to do that. My switch panel doesn't support bus 2. Avionics off, mixture to cut off. Ignition key on the glare shield. Oh boy. I don't think we can open the doors on this plane. That'd be kind of a cool touch, but... Fuel to the right tank. Okay, we usually don't do that. Securing the aircraft. I wonder if that's part of the after landing walk around. Hey Shep, sorry I'm getting caught up on chat there. I have a TrackIR 5 Pro with the Pro clip. Had that for years and years and years. I have a CH Flight Sim yoke, the old school one. I've had it forever. And they're Pro pedals, CH Pro pedals. And then I have a custom built side panel that's basically this stuff right here. All these switches. And that runs through an Arduino to a plugin called SimVim that makes it super easy to interface hardware with X-Plane. If you have any other questions, guys, let me know. But let's do our walk around here. Well, let's finish our flight. Let's get these poor people off of here. So if I come back over to FSEconomy flight. Your flight is logged. Let's see if that worked. Yep, we're ready for departure. We got 2 passengers going up to 3 Uniform 7, which is benchmark. Benchmark, Montana. It's only 33 miles, so we might go ahead and just knock that out. Actually, it's not passengers. We're taking a box of salmon and a crate of camping gear up to benchmark. But let's do our walk around real quick, just for funsies. Even though we're going to take right back off again. I got to get where is chat? There you are. Back up there. I'm using a product called Reality Expansion Pack. You can get that for a lot of different airplanes from the X-Plane Store. And it adds a lot of realism features. Walkaround. And we want to do the post-flight. I don't think I need to do anything, though, because we're getting ready to take back off. So I'm not going to put the pitot cover on. I'm not going to tie down. Oh, man. These tires were brand new. Somehow, if you just got here, somehow my parking brake got stuck on. So I landed with the parking brake on. I just shredded those tires. Oh, man. Yeah, we don't need to do anything there. Poor tire. I think I might run upstairs and get a cough drop, though. I don't know why I've got this tickle in my throat. It's really annoying. But let me grab that, and then we're going to get our cargo loaded, and we're going to head up. We got a 33 nautical mile flight. Won't take super long. Get back up to benchmark. And we'll go from there, so I'll be right back. All right, cough drop acquired. Does this still work? Yeah, I don't have my green screen on. Oh, this is the TrackIR. If you haven't seen that before, this little thing. The 3 infrared LEDs on the side of my head. That's what lets me look around. It's pretty nice. I'm not a big fan of Microsoft Flight Sim Shep. So I am not ambivalent. I don't care about 2024. I guess that's what I'm saying. It's they'll get more money, I guess. Kind of funny that they're just kind of giving up and charging for a new product, but whatever. I can get Microsoft Flight Sim standard through the what's the Xbox thing? Game Pass. I tried it, didn't care for it. For my purposes, X-Plane does what I wanted to do. So, let's talk about FSEconomy real quick. We're going to get this other flight going. FSEconomy is it's a virtual economy simulator, basically, and it's free. You can sign up on their website, FSEconomy.net. It supports X-Plane, Microsoft Flight Sim, I think even Prepared, all the major sims. You just have a little client, and then you do stuff. And it just gives you something to do in your flight sim. So if I go over here to logs, you can see this flight we just did right here. So we went from Glacier Park International down to Lincoln in the Cessna 172 Skyhawk. Took us nearly 2 hours dinking around because it's a slow airplane. And I made $2,300. So I look here, the job paid $25.56. I'm buying my own fuel because it's my plane, so I don't have any rental or anything there. No fuel costs. There was a ground crew fee here at Lincoln of $255.60. Basically ramp fees and stuff. And then we made a grand total of $2,300.40. Yay! You can see so that goes into my cash balance here. And then in the bank, I've got 114 grand. And then I already had this other stuff queued up to go from Lincoln over to Benchmark. So we've got a box of salmon and a crate of camping gear. And we're ready to head out. We've still got a little bit of fuel. I'm wondering, should we fill up? Let's take a look at Benchmark. They do sell fuel. $3.40 a gallon. What's Lincoln selling it for? $3.90. Oh, it's actually cheaper up at Benchmark. Interesting. That's fun. I would love for something to go up to Spotted Bear, but I don't think anything is going up that direction. That would be 8 Uniform 4. Yeah, not seen that. But this is a pretty good size hub, so there's tons and tons of jobs here. You can fly. We could actually just fly back and forth if we wanted to between Glacier Parks. You can see there's people for this the GGS Alliance Glacier Park. They're just going back and forth, so you could just literally just fly back and forth. $800 a pop. I can only take 3 people because I'm in a little 172. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Just gives us something to do in the sim. Making virtual dollars. So I think we'll get fired up. Let's get the people loaded. So I have this little client here, FSEconomy client for X-Plane. I will say start flight. And it will basically sync up the plane in FSEconomy with the plane in the sim. So it'll, the payload and the fuel level, the capabilities, that kind of stuff. That's why I couldn't use my GPS earlier, because my plane that I own in FSEconomy doesn't have GPS. It has IFR and autopilot, but doesn't have GPS. So we're loaded up. I'd say we get started and get out of here. Now, I haven't really had too many issues with X-Plane. I started in X-Plane and X-Plane 10, so I've had 10, 11, and 12. It's kind of the Linux of flight sims. Like, it's super customizable. It doesn't focus on graphics. It's all about the simulation and the systems and stuff. So let's go master switch on, mags on, crack the throttle, and this is warm, so in theory it'll start right up. So the Reality Expansion Pack does a pretty good job with the engine stuff. If it's cold and you don't prime it, I mean, it's not going to start if you don't follow the right procedures. It's warm, so we are good to go. Hop back in the cab here. All right, let's get our nav lights on. Let's get that on. I need to tie in my second bus. I don't know if I can fix that through the SimVim or not. Because my physical switch is only one switch, and that's a split. So it does bus 1 and bus 2. I was lucky enough, I was in an electronics store a long time ago. Like a surplus electronics store. And I actually found a split switch. So, well here, if I look... Let me hide the yoke real quick. Hide! No? Okay, let me go to... this view. There we go. So see how this is 2 switches together, kind of like this one is? The switch on my switch panel is just like this, except it's white. So those are split. So I can turn off my alternator. But I've just got a single switch over here. If I can ever find another nice double switch like that, I may fix it. But not a big deal. It's not liking something about the... Oh, it didn't want... Oh, right. I forgot about that. It was yelling at me because I turned off the alternator with the avionics on. And you can actually damage your avionics by doing that because of the voltage spikes. My bad. I forgot. So, before we do that, let me go... I think if I put the flight plan in here, then if we talk to Center for Flight Following, they'll know where we're going. So let's do that real quick. So it already has that in there. So, and we're headed up to... Is it 3 Uniform 7, I think? 3... Uniform 7, yeah, benchmark. Sure. Here we go. So now they should know where we're going. Yeah, this is an untowered airport, so we're just going to do our own thing. Let's do a little quick briefing here. So we're here at at Lincoln. We're heading up here to benchmark. Kind of looks like we could maybe fly out this valley. Alternatively, we could fly back out the way we came to get altitude, because we have to get up over these peaks. Unless we just kind of hunch our way through here and hope for the best, which is a good way to die in real life, but it is just a simulator. So we may just go back out the way we came in, and then wind our way up there. So we don't have ATIS down here, ATIS. Looks like the wind's about the same. It's still out of the west, about 9 knots. Not too bad. 3004 on the altimeter. What are we at? 3, oh, we're way off. So 3004, 4,600 feet. That lines up with the field elevation. Close that. And I think we can get on out of here. Let's go find a runway. I've got this plug in here. Yeah, it does go all the way down there. All right, cool. Okay, super janky parking. You stay off this time? That'll stay off. Oh, I keep forgetting how mushy the steering is. I think it's 6 to center the rudder trim. A lot of hangars here at this little airport. Kind of seems like it's wanting to weather vane into the wind. I'm having to use quite a bit of right rudder on the taxi here. It is almost a direct crosswind, 70 degrees. Hold short. All right, I'm the only one on the sim, but good habit. Check the pattern. And I forget what it says for the 172. I don't remember the flaps. I don't think we're going to need flaps. But you know what? We're 4,600 feet in the air. It is 70 degrees out. I'm going to go a notch of flaps. Got a rogue taxiway light out there in the runway. Whoa! Brakes are touchy. Away we go. Kind of wants to fly. Woo! Wants a lot of rudder, that's for sure. Crosswind and engine torque. Needing some right rudder. We'll wait till we're 500 up, then we'll get the flaps up. A little slow, so getting that nose back down. Drifted a little bit to the right. Didn't maintain my runway heading very well. Alright, flaps coming up. Nose is going to drop. We're going to pick up some speed here pretty quick. Trim for about 80 knots. I need to adjust the rudder tab setting. Something you can do in Reality Expansion Pack. Seems like I have to use a lot of rudder in flight. There we go. I think the trim finally kind of kicked in. Alright, let's pop up the map again. So we kind of want to go back out the way we came. That would be this pass over there. Ooh, a little bit of a steep turn. Easy there, cowboy. Fly the plane. All the engine numbers are looking good. And I did start the flight, right? Yep. You. That's just my yoke. It's a little bit old and tired. Hey, we're giving her all she's got. We're going to be good to get out of this pass, so we're fine. We're quite a bit lighter now, I think. There wasn't any weights on those. I don't know if they count as just standard passengers. Because you can fly cargo, but it's designated like with a weight. And then you have to have a plane with that cargo capacity. Whereas this thing, it was listed as like passengers. Maybe it's considered freight that just sits in a seat. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're good. We can climb a little less aggressively. Get some airspeed going. Kind of aim for that notch. Are we there yet? We were just there. Now we're going to a different there. If you stepped away, we landed at Lincoln. Dropped off the 3 passengers, picked up a couple parcels that are going up to benchmark. Now we're headed up to benchmark. As the crow flies, it's about a 15-minute flight, but we can't go as the crow flies because we're not in an F-16. We have to gain some altitude. Whoa, caught a downdraft there. Come on, girl. There you go. Lean her out a little bit. Keep an eye on that EGT. Nope. Too lean. Didn't like it. Am I using a VR headset? I'm using a TrackIR to look around. Full 6 degrees of freedom. It's awesome. What's not awesome is my ability to keep the airplane going in a straight line. So we should be able to shoot this pass here. That's what we're going to aim for. Bump the range back. Oops. We're headed up here to benchmark. 3 Uniform 7. What's up, Tools? Yeah, I'm not a fan of the G1000. I like the steam gauges. I would rather have just old school radios here if that was an option. It was an option in X-Plane 11. There was a free mod. But I haven't seen that for X-Plane 12 yet. I'd take all this GPS crap out of here if I could. I mean, I've got it, so I might as well use it. No, I've just got the one monitor that the game's on. I have a secondary monitor like that I watch chat and everything on. But for the sim itself, just one monitor. I wonder if we could do about 8,000. We could find our way through the passes. Might be pretty bumpy. We'll try it though. We're gonna level off here. level-ish. Yeah, it's pretty bumpy getting into these mountains. If we could find the right set of passes, it might save us some climbing. Alright, let me get my heading bug turned around here. And I'm going to let the autopilot do some work. Got my hands full just trying to keep this thing from flying into a mountain. Alright. Heading. Altitude. And then I need to get all over that rudder trim. Used to fly the 172 tools. I know for X-Plane, it's very performance heavy. So if you're going to do VR, you need like a super beefy system from what I hear. I've never done VR. I don't have any experience with it. I'm super happy with my TrackIR. I've had it for 10 or 15 years. Works great in flight sims, trucking sims, all that good stuff. And once you get used to it, you don't even think about it. Alright, so our destination airport is over there somewhere. I'm aiming for that notch. And we'll go from there. But it looks like I might need to climb a bit. I don't know if 8,000 is going to cut it. There's an anomaly in the tree coverage data. I just pretend like those are for power lines. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay to go through that notch. Swap to this view. How are we looking on engine? Let's go for 2,400 on the RPM. Ooh, not that lean. Right about there on the leanness. Yeah, it's got. I don't remember if did I edit that file? I might have edited that texture. I don't remember if. I don't know if there's a way to tell it your tail number. If I talk to ATC, they call me 172 Sierra Papa, which is the default plane. Bring this a couple notches to the left. Soloed the 150. Nice. Yeah, tools. This is a 172. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. I do not use VATSIM, no. Used to do a little bit of flying on Pilot Edge, but I just don't. I don't get to fly enough to be proficient. So I just do my own thing. And I prefer bush flying anyway. We don't really use air traffic control. Yeah, Raven, on this flight, we're using the in-game ATC. I just thought I'd try it because it's been improved in 12, and it worked fine. I had one case where I responded too quickly and it didn't pick up. I did two things in a row. Other than that, it got us to the correct runway and at Glacier Park International, and we took off, and we're a little low. It's a little bit low. It's fine. We'll clean the pine needles out of the wheels later. Obviously, I wouldn't do that in real life. So yeah, we're using little nav map. I use Sky Vector for airport diagrams and that kind of stuff. And DAGs, I'm using FSEconomy. So FSEconomy.net is the website. It's a free thing. It does like a virtual economy for all the major flight sims, X-Plane, MSFS, and I think Prepared as well. And it just gives you kind of, you know, stuff to do in the sim. You can earn money, and I've owned several airplanes. I just sold, I had a 206, but I got so tired of the Thranduil 206 being such a giant pile of garbage in X-Plane 12. I didn't want to fly it anymore, so I sold the 206 on FSEconomy and bought this little 172. And this is the stock 172, but I'm using a paid add-on called Reality Expansion Pack, which you can get for a lot of different airplanes. And it just makes things more realistic. It has a whole like maintenance and engine management, all kinds of stuff. You can pick which oil you put in based on the outside temperature, what you're going to be doing. You can preheat if you're flying, you know, really cold. All the cool stuff like that. And we're in Montana, if that wasn't clear. We're in the mountains. We're heading over to Benchmark, which is right on the other side of this giant mountain here. And I'm cheating. I'm letting the autopilot fly this thing. But before we slow down too much, I'm going to get that back down on a more reasonable 200 feet per minute. You know, while I was sitting on the ground, would have been a great time to align my directional gyro, and I forgot to do that. I think we're fairly close. Well, Solaris, we're setting in the left seat, so the prop would not be in the center. If I was in the middle of the airplane, then it'd be in the center. I'm setting in the left seat. Alright, let's capture that altitude. We just need to gain a couple hundred feet for breathing room. Keep forgetting we don't have a constant speed propeller, so we got slowed down way too much. We got to clear these peaks, and then we got to find Benchmark. It's over here somewhere. It's nagging me. I've got the tips turned on, so if I'm not managing the engine properly, it'll cry at me. Now we sped back up, so the RPM is all over the place. That's why I'm letting the autopilot fly, because I got my hands full here. Speed's back up, so I got to put loads of rudder trim back in. The rudder trim is so slow. Alright, Benchmark must be in this valley right up here. That's what I'm thinking. Whee! Yeah, the propeller is in front of me on this airplane. That's for sure. Alright, what if I just center the rudder trim? What does that do? That's pretty low, okay. Pretty close. A little bit of right trim back in. Back out again, and I think Benchmark is over there somewhere. Let's pull up the relief map here. Let me pause TrackIR. Whee! Yeah, it's in a little valley, and it's 5,500, yeah, 5,400 feet. Call it 5,500. Runway 30. So we'll be heading right at the runway. I've flown a little bit of everything. 737 F4 Phantom, King Air, West Kodiak, Beaver. But generally I fly the little bitty bush planes. It's kind of what I like. Alright, let's turn you off. Go back to hand flying because we need to start descending. And airport is dead ahead. Up here somewhere. Let's go see if we can find it. And the runway is going to be at 3... Well, let's use my knob. 30. So that's the runway heading. It seems like I heard something about that DAG, reaction forces. I think there was a new DLC, maybe? In Arma? I'm not seeing it yet. I didn't really brief properly, so I don't really know what we're looking for. It doesn't say what kind of runway it is. The winds are pretty light though, and at 320, so winds are not going to be a factor. It's up here somewhere. I can't pause because that throws FSEconomy off. I'm guessing it's a little, probably dirt or grass strip. We're headed to 3 Uniform 7 in X-Plane. It's Benchmark, Montana. And it's 5 miles dead ahead. So I should be able to see it. But I don't see it yet. It's up there somewhere. Probably tucked into the trees. We'll find it. Getting below the peaks. There might be no turning back. I don't see any sign of any kind of civilization yet up here. No roads. Yeah, it's like 2.5 miles off the nose. Wonder if it's just oh, there is a road. There is a highway up here. There's a part of a highway. It's just on the side of a hill, maybe? Brace for a bush landing. Oh, hey, mountain. How's it going? Oh, wait, is that it? There it is! It's right there! I found it! It was hiding in the trees. It's right off our nose. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We don't have a lot of room to play with here. I need to get into that white arc. Drop some flap. Found it! I don't think I can lose that much altitude. We're gonna have to try to... We were in the wrong valley. We need to fly up this valley and then come back down this valley here. So we'll do that. Found it, chat. And then I should have just enough room to turn around up here. They check in, but they don't check out. Just about. Look around, we might see airplane carcasses in these mountains. Okay, so it's behind us. We just need to turn around up here in this wide part of the valley. Keep coming down. I'm going to turn around basically over this lake. Would I recommend flight school training, which has the free demo? I don't know what flight sim training is, so I have no opinion. Unless you mean like an actual flight school has a free demo, then go for it. Okay, then we're going to fly back down the valley. I had plenty of room to turn around. I got pretty aggressive in that turn. And the field elevation was 5,400 feet. So it's pretty deceptive when you're up in the mountains like this. So let's trim out for 70 knots. It said 70 airplane, not 60. We'll just take her nice and easy. We got to drop right over the trees. This is going to be a full flaps landing. Got one more notch to go. Speaking of demos, there's a link in the description, or if you just go to xplane.com, you can try X-Plane 12 for free. It just has a 15-minute time limit on control inputs. Everything else is, you know, full. It's the same. So you can try it out and see if it's something you like before you buy it. All right, we're kind of have to slip down right beside this hill here, so gonna get that in. Watch the balloon. Watch your speed there, buddy. Go ahead and center out the rudder trim. A little high, but I've got to drop over those trees. And there's ground right there, so I can't come in too low. Alright, we need to lose lots of altitude here. Alright, parking brake is not on. Confirmed. Right in over the trees. Not too bad. I'm still a little rusty. That wasn't terrible, though. I see a windsock down there. Are there any other, like, facilities? I was kind of focused on landing, and I wasn't looking around. If we bring this up... Yeah, down here it looks like there's an apron or something. Oh, if you got Game Pass for MSFS, yeah, give it a try. I mean, it's free. No, there's no carb heat. It's fuel injected. I did add... I didn't go all rich because we're so high. But I did the equivalent of full mixture on the approach. Think there's an apron down here somewhere? There's a car on the road. Oh, there it is. I see it. Slow. Whoa, brakes. Brakes are a little touchy. Hang on, folks. Oh, wait, there's no folks. We have a package of salmon. Some camping supplies. So. Of course, I do the really good landing when I don't have people on board. Naturally. Oh, they've got a gate and everything. This is actually modeled pretty well. We'll just park over here in the corner. Okay, we made it, folks. Shutting stuff down over here. Parking brake on. Alright, everything's off. Avionics is off. We made it. Over to the client and in flight. Your flight is logged. All right, cool. Yeah, this was uncontrolled. The one we left was uncontrolled as well. Let's see. Back to FSEconomy. My flight. Yep. Cool. I made another $1,000. Let me bring that over. So the first flight down to Lincoln made $2,300. Took a couple packages. They must be valuable packages. Took a couple packages up here and yeah, $117.40 in ramp fees. Made just over $1,000. Not too shabby. Where'd chat go? Get chat back up here. Kerbo strikes again. Alright, let's hop back in here. That should be all good. Let's go ahead and tie down here. Then we might play with like some weather and stuff real quick. Alright, walk around. We're on the yeah, we're on the post flight. We won't do tie downs because there's no tie downs here. We'll do chocks. Didn't destroy the tires anymore, so that's good. And we'll go ahead and throw the inlet cover in. Keep the mud daubers out. You know how it is. Able to walk around the airport? No. There might be plugins for that. I don't know. But by default, no, you can't walk around. You can't actually do that kind of stuff either, except that's a paid add-on. What's cool is you can actually tow your plane with that add-on. So if you want to maneuver it around, you can do that. Let's take a look at the maintenance report. So this is the Reality Expansion Pack, REP, REP. It's a paid add-on. It's like 20 bucks, something like that. And they've got it, I think, for most of the default aircraft, and then a bunch of other add-on aircraft you can get it for. So engine status, everything should be good. Yep, everything's looking good. Everything's clean. All the filters are good. I'm using tuned injectors and tuned exhaust. So we get less vibration and about 10 more horsepower out of the engine. That's just something you can change in REP. We don't need any preheat. So this is what I was talking about with the rudder tab. So I've got it set for 20%. Changing the rudder trim value will affect the amount of rudder required during cruise. Actually seems about right for a cruise. I'm going to try the 40%. We'll see how that goes. And then it has an economy itself, but I don't have that enabled because of like kind of some bugs. The electrical system, you can see the battery's fully charged. If you're not going to fly the plane for a while, you'll want to disconnect the battery, or it'll drain the battery slowly over time. All our avionics are okay. So I didn't do any damage toggling the alternator. That's good. Everything else is checking out. Ooh, I damaged the struts on that hard landing. My struts are damaged. We'll go ahead and fix that. That's good. The tires are getting a little worn. That's fine. We'll leave them for now. Then here's the economy system. So it has its own standalone economy. You can kind of do it just within REP. You can actually sync it up with FSEconomy. That's supported. And it looks like there's XCPL pilot. I'm not sure what that is. Some other system it supports. The problem I had is I used to have it synced up with FSEconomy. And like every flight, I would do a perfectly normal landing. Everything was good. And it would say like the propeller was damaged. And it was just costing tons of money. Just because of weird stuff like that. So I turned it off. I haven't tried that in a long time. It might be fine now. I don't know. But it was costing me too much money. So I turned that off. But it will sync up. And then it would use your FSEconomy money to like for repairs. And if you have the economy turned on, the repairs, like that strut repair, would take time. Like I would have to wait before I could fly the airplane again. So cool stuff, and you can choose your level of immersion. But I'm going to save this flight, and then we're going to mess around with some stuff. FSE. So let's get some weather going. This is the real life weather, so it's fairly calm right now. We can set it to manual, and then you can set all your own stuff. You can do clear, do some broken. Do different weather patterns. Now you're talking about walking around the airport. There is a free cam, so if I switch into free camera, I can just move the camera around. So there's that, but there's no actual like walking around in the game. Apparently there's a little bit of rain that comes with the VFR. Broken. And you can do some rock and roll in thunderstorms. Let's just ramp it up slowly. So marginal VFR. I'll probably get stuck here because I usually use real weather. Yeah, we're kind of socked in. Be pretty dangerous to try to fly out of here with that low a ceiling. And it looks like it's raining. So if we hop back in the plane, does this plane? I think it supports weather effects. I know I've seen raindrops on the windshield when I was flying. So we'll just keep ramping it up a little bit. That looks like it's got some rain. Yeah, we got some raindrops now. Not a ton of rain, but you can see it's getting more and more socked in. There's no way you'd fly out of here VFR. You can't even see anything. We get above that cloud layer. Shouldn't be raining anymore. That's a big cloud layer. There we go. Now we're between clouds. There's mountains down there. They'll eat you. Ramp it up a little more. You can get lightning and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, just a little more fog, a little more rain. There's no way you could get out of here. Convective. Oh, it's getting serious now. I got some cumulonimbus. Or not. May take time since it's convective. It's all wet from the rain. It has seasons too, so that the land will change in seasons. Ground will get covered with snow if it's snowing. Cool stuff. Yeah, that's convective. So I would imagine over time those would build up into some storms. Yep, even more stuff's popping up. All right, thunderstorms. Large cell thunderstorms. Oh, that's gonna put me to sleep. Oh, that's some sleeping music right there. Nice. So I'm thinking I'm gonna wind this up, but if there's anything like in particular you want to see real quick, let me know in chat. I'm just gonna enjoy this ambiance here for a little bit. You're getting sleepy. Very, very sleepy. Your eyelids grow heavier and heavier as you drift off into a deep, peaceful sleep. Good night. A lot of people are like, "Nah, X-Plane graphics suck." I'm like, this is good enough for me. It's all about the flying and the tools and the physics, and I just prefer this. But it's good to have competition. Fly what you like. Man, that is super relaxing. I'm digging it. If there's no suggestions, I'm kind of tempted to see if we could get some kind of big plane and fly it out of here just for fun. I'm gonna be making X-Plane 12 a regular thing. No, probably not. It takes so much time to like get all the controls set up and everything, and I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and I had time today. I've got too much other stuff going on, unfortunately. And it takes over my whole desk. Actually, can I move? Let me grab this camera reach. See if I can show you my control setup real quick. Yeah, there's too much stuff in the way. I've got my wheel and shifter sitting behind my monitor, and it's on top of the camera cord. So I was going to show you the setup, but it basically takes over my desk. Now this camera's probably all messed up. I don't have my green screen on. Professional YouTuber. I would like to make it a more regular thing, but it all depends on how much time I have. Alright, let's hop in a big plane and see if we can take off from here. I think that'd be fun. So, let me go back to here. Think we can get a 737 out of here? Maybe not that big. I don't know how to fly the 737. It's been a long time since I was in a 737. We could maybe fire up the Beaver. That thing's kind of a beast, but I know it would fly out of here. That's no problem. The F4. F-14 Tomcat. Sure. And I'm at, was it 3U7 benchmark? We don't want large. Well, do we want thunderstorms? Sure, why not? I have no idea like what controls I'll need. I think there's an auto start engines option. We'll probably use that. Full send to 737. Uh-oh. Nightbot got upset. Too many caps, maybe? Whoa. This is not a 172. Oh, it doesn't support TrackIR? Awesome. Well, that's going to be fun. View. Yeah, that's the Ford with 3D panel. Oh, it's because I got X-Cam on. Right. Do you feel the need for speed, chat? I kind of doubt we're going to make it off the runway, but we'll give it a try. I don't know if any of my controls... I don't think they're all set up for that. We got ailerons. I'm not seeing any rudders or elevators moving for some reason. Start engines to running. Hello? I don't know how to Tomcat. Prep electrical systems for boarding. Uh-oh. X camera, what are you doing? We turn off X camera. Disable. There we go. I got no power. You're clicking. Oh, it's doing stuff. Saw the throttle move. Yeah, I don't know how to Tomcat, and it doesn't look like it's doing the automatic stuff. Let me do that through the flight. Let's go here. Here's location. Start on the runway. No, not that. Yeah, that's fine. I think there's a setting somewhere that tells it to start with the engine going. Ain't got no gas in her. Ain't got no gas. General. Do 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 do. No. I thought somewhere there was like start with engines running. Maybe not. Well, now that I haven't dinked around with this as much, let's try this again. Let's go to flight. Start engines to running. It definitely does stuff. It would be funny if it was actually out of fuel. Edit weight and balance. Pilot, fuel weight. No, it's got lots of, it's got half full of fuel. Oh, start with engines running. There it is. We're going to make this happen, chat. Oh, we got power. Oh, hey, the brakes work. That's a bonus. Real quick, I'm going to go here. I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to go to settings, and we're going to go center. We're going to go, where's enable? Enable TrackIR. Perfect. Save. Sure, why not? Okay. Are you ready for some nonsense? Oh, the throttle works. Do I need flaps? Do I even have flaps? Oh, I have flaps. I saw the slats move. Well, here goes nothing, chat. It's been nice knowing you. That's a lot of water on the windscreen. A lot of water on the windscreen. Oh, look out. All right, gears coming up. Flaps coming up. Oh, she's touchy. Oh, we gotta see this one out. Holy crap! Do you feel the need for speed, chat? All right. How do you pause? I forget. Is it P for pause? There we go. So one of the really cool features is the replay system. I just got to remember how that works. Toggle replay mode. Alt-R. Doink. I want to see that takeoff. Just as soon as it's done lagging. All right, there's the roll. Okay, let's go to outside view. Oh yeah! Get some! That's really loud. I still had a lot of runway left, but I couldn't see. Holy crap, that's loud. There's free camera. There we go. Wow. That was cool. All right, we can go back to current, back into the cockpit, and turn off replay mode. That's not what I wanted to do. And we're back. Okay, there's all kinds of stuff in here. I have no idea how it works. I don't know how the stick works. Yeah, I couldn't see anything. I mean, I could see the sides. I was just trying to keep it between the dishes. Now, does this have sweep wings? Oh yeah, they're sweeping back. Nice. Well, hard to see up front. Do we have a G meter? Pulling some serious G's. Wow, the roll rate. When you're used to a Cessna 172. Oh, we're all the way swept back. 600 knots. We're about to go supersonic in the rain. Not sure where the afterburner kicks in. That worked pretty well. Oh, we're in the sky. Flying high. Punch through the clouds. More power than this. This is the Tom Turkey. This is not the Tomcat. Well, we got above the clouds. Need a little more airspeed. A little more airspeed. That's cool. It's even got the you know, the wings are it must be in automatic mode. I don't know. I don't know how many of these switches and dials actually work in this. Alright, I know how to get some airspeed. I wouldn't say the flight model is fantastic, but it's a Tomcat that goes fast, makes lots of noise. Oh, I might have started my pull out a little too late. No, we're good. Oh, you think I'm going to try to land this? Challenge accepted. We're going to need a big runway, though. We're headed north. I don't even know where I'm at. Somewhere north of here. So we need to head over towards Glacier Park. Uh-oh. What's happening, sound? I want to use the VFR map to navigate. It'd be fine. We're going to land at Glacier Park International, all right? No idea what the speeds on this thing are as far as landing goes. It's not going to take us long to get there, though. I went ahead and throttled back. Oh, we're getting into some clouds. Okay, to give myself a fighting chance, should I turn the weather off? Or do we land it in the thunderstorm like real men? Yeah, Glacier Park is over here somewhere. To the west. Yeah, check the brakes. I probably have speed brakes, but I have no idea what the key would be. We are cooking. We're in 50 knots. How are we looking? Oh, we got a little ways to go. Let's keep the speed up. Alright, so anything above that seems to kick on the afterburner. Looks like the afterburner's like at half throttle. Because reasons. It's okay if I land at 90 degree angle doing 2,600 feet per second. No faith. Oh, we're not even over Horsehead Reservoir yet. We got a little ways to go. But we're doing 530 knots, so not like it's going to take a long time. Look at all these doohickeys. A lot of doohickeys in here. But it does have trim. Kind of trimmed out. Alright, there's Horsehead Reservoir. So my little home airport's right there. That's Spotted Bear. I would try to land it there, but I mean, that's never going to happen. I did almost land a 737 there one time. Alright, how are we looking? Coming over the reservoir. Yeah, I need some better weather. I need some better weather. Let's just go back to real weather. Oh, I can see. Amazing. Okay, we'll follow Horsehead Reservoir up, then hang a left. I know where I'm at now. This is my home territory in flight sims. I'm in Missouri real life. Tell you what, this is faster than a 172. This is pretty awesome, actually. I like it. Something different. It's been a long time in my gaming lifetime, but I've done quite a bit of flying in the F-16. Did a lot of Falcon 4, Falcon 3, Falcon 2, way back in the day. So a jet is not totally unfamiliar to me. Quite a bit of A10 back when DCS first came out as well. Do we have angle? Oh, nose wheel steering is engaged. Okay, good to know. Yeah, we're up towards the top of the reservoir. So the airport's over there. Let's see if we can find it. I have no idea, DL. It's F-14 something. Does it say on here? It is F-14 Tomcat. It says the aircraft file is F-14D Delta. I don't know if that means anything. It's just the F-14 that comes with X-Plane. Oh, Glacier Park, where are you? You're over here somewhere. I'm flying this with a yoke, which just feels wrong. Yeah, we're basically going to be coming around and pointing right at it. It's over here somewhere. It's an international airport. You'd think I'd spot it. Is it right in front of me? Hiding behind a post? Oh, I was looking at the VOR. It's off to my right. I can't see. Herp-a-derp. There it is. Right turn, Clyde. Yeah, I doubt it's that detailed, DL541. The flight model is pretty wonky. Alright, we want the long runway, so we're gonna do our Sierra Hotel turn here. $300 knots feels right. What's the gear extension speed on F-14 Delta? There's the runway. I see it. I feel like we're high. Fast. Let's go down. Let's go down to like 250-ish. Then we can drop the gear. All right, here we go. Gear's coming down. There's an airport up there somewhere. Oh, it doesn't like me going that fast, huh? Oh, this thing does not want to slow down. What's the speed brake key? It griped at me when I put the slats out, so I think we're still, yeah, we're still at 200 knots. We're still quite fast. We're fast and high. And we're apparently really slippery. It doesn't want to slow down. Does it like to slip? No, not really. Do I get an angle of attack meter? Oh boy. Oh, she's squirrely. She is squirrely. Hang on, chat. Hang on. Call the ball. I'm going to call a fire truck too while you're at it. Well, we're on the runway. Got that much going for us. See how good the brakes are. Say the brakes are pretty good. Whoa, horsey! Whoa, horsey! Oh, was there a Costco back there? Awesome. Woo! Take that, chat. You had no faith. Granted, I just landed on a giant runway, so that helped. I do have probably over 10,000 hours in flight sims over the last almost 40 years. That helps too. We made it. Oh, that works for parking brakes. Cool! Well, there you go. There's an F-14. Oh, man. What a beauty. A little screenshot of that. What's up, Sheriff? Thanks, Tools. Yeah, the 4-wire, we nailed it, didn't we, DL? Howdy, Sheriff. How's it going? Yeah, it's the F-14 that comes with X-Plane. We were just farting around. I was doing legit flying on FSEconomy in a Cessna 172. So to end the stream, we went for a little bit of a change of pace. I kind of want to try the F4 real quick, and then I need to get off here. So let's go to here, and we're going to change the F4 Phantom 2. You think I could have landed? I could have landed in the storm if I could have seen the runway. There was a lot of cloud cover and rain. So, I took off my big boy pants. Oh, crap. I thought it'd put me back where I was. Well, I guess we're going to find out if the Phantom can take off from here. Oh, yeah. We've even got missiles. Let's see here. Let's do... Yeah, we got probably be able to, I need to go up here, enable TrackIR. There we go. Well, it appears to be running. Let's release the parking brake. Giant ejection seat. Can't see anything. I don't see my ailerons moving. Oh, we got... Oh, there they are. Right, I forgot they're inboard. Alright, control check complete. She wants to go, go, go! I don't have a HUD, so that's exciting. It's the old days. Rotate! Rotate! Whoa! Oh, there we go. Oh, upsy daisy. Alright, gears coming up, I think. The F4 Phantom. Proof that if you put enough engines on a brick, you can make it fly. Might have been a bad idea. There's the ground. Yeah, this flight model is even weirder than the Tomcats. That's saying something. I wouldn't say this is a high fidelity fighter jet simulation. It's not what X-Plane really does. See if we can turn and burn a little bit down here. Oh boy, this thing does not like to pitch. That may be realistic, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Phantom. Roll rate's not too bad. I'm flying this with a yoke, so it's lots of hand movements. Oh, she wants to snap roll a little bit. Oh, if you pull too much pitch. Yeah, she's not happy about high-speed maneuvers. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's a nasty snap. Oh, we're gonna die. Well, see you later, chat. I was just testing that snap roll theory. Yeah. It definitely has a nasty tendency to snap roll if you pull too much pitch. So there are reports of a wildfire in the Montana mountains. Reports are just coming in. Possible airplane crash. Turbo is a trained pilot as we look at a burning forest fire. No, I'm not a pilot. I'm a lifelong flight sim fan, not a pilot. I have a little bit of stick time in a Piper something. It was a high wing Piper. I don't remember what it was. And then I did an intro flight in a 172 where I got to do everything except land. That's the extent of my real world flight experience. I don't think there is a Mustang. No, it's mostly general aviation and airliners. So I need to get off here, but if we look at just laminar, so this is the stuff that comes with X-Plane. We have a Airbus 330-300. We have a 737-800. We have an MD-82 in airliners. There's an awesome, I think it's Zybo 737 for free. That's like study level. One of the best airliners there is for flight sim. And it's free. This is the one that just comes with X-Plane though. In general aviation, this is kind of its wheelhouse. We got the Baron 58, King Air C90, Cessna Citation, the old Skyhawk 172, also the Glass G1000 version. Oh, that's the rep. Gotcha. We got a Cirrus SR22, Cirrus Vision SF50, Lancair Evolution, Super Cub, Sentinel, RV10. Oh, those are in multiple categories. And then we have a glider, ASK-21, Schleicher, and a handful of helicopters, Robinson R-22, and on floats, and a Sikorsky S-76. Got 20,000 hours in 737. Nice. And then, of course, we've got the Skyhawk on floats. You saw the Tomcat and the Phantom. And then there's a little ultralight. And then there's this experimental VTOL thing. I think that's just a made-up airplane. Anyway, I need to get off here. If you want to try out X-Plane, it does have a free demo. It's time-limited to 15 minutes. But everything else is fully functional. You can go download that from the website. Check it out if you want to. I need to get off here. Thanks as always for hanging out, folks. Welcome to my desktop. I'll catch you next time. Take care.